So a question I get kind of consistently is how does it look whenever you do a visual for multiplying decimals? There's a couple steps I would, if I was you, I would screenshot this at the end so you know the steps and then have a couple visuals that go with it because we're going to do two examples, one right here, one right here. So we have a decimal times a decimal and a whole times a decimal. First thing you need to do is get your blocks ready. That's these squares over here. You're to get them ready. I did that step for you. And the next thing you're going to do is you're going to pick two colors. I'm going to pick red and green. And you're going to shade your first number in vertically. So this one you're going to shade in vertically. This one you're going to shade in vertically. And then you're going to shade your second number. I'll do it in green. Horizontally. So we're going to show at the end how it's going to look. So I'm going to take this first number. So I need to shade in 4/10 vertically. I'm going to do the best I can as quick as I can. So 1. Okay, if we get a little overlap, 2, 3, 4. But before I can shade in my sixes, I need to break up the fraction or the decimal visual going that way also. So I'm going to break it up into halves. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The reason I'm doing that is because I'm in the 10th place. Doesn't matter if it's perfect. And then I shade, I'll do it a little bit lighter. 6/10 going the other way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you notice there's going to be, I'll put my answer over here, I'm going to have two place values because I'm in the hundreds. I made 100 blocks if I was to count them all up. And the way to figure out what is my decimal is the one over here, it's my last step, is count the red and green stuff. So I was to go in and count. I'll make it a little bit thicker. I'll do it in blue. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So that is 24 hundredths. And I know you can do it just with regular multiplication, but that's how you create a visual for it. But what happens if you have a whole number? That's okay. Not the end of the world. You're just going to need to get your blocks ready by drawing. I already put a check because I did it. Since it's 2.4, I have 2 blocks I need for sure, and then a little bit of the last one. So I'm going to shade in 2.4. I'm going to do this a little bit quicker because I'm shading in, well, I'm going to do it lighter too so you can see the overlaps of the lines. Like I said, it's not going to be the most beautiful thing in the world. Just because I'm trying to be respectful of your time, you're not going to want to watch a video for 10 minutes of me shading in some blocks. So I shaded in 2. Now I need 4/10 of the last one. 4/10 of the last one. 2, 3, 4. Now I did a, well, let's be honest, a not beautiful coloring job, but enough where you know what I was trying to get to. Now I need to break it into all of them into tenths going the other direction, which is long ways. So I'm going to do the first one, break it up into tenths, halves. And if you want to fast forward me through this one, I promise I'm not going to get my feelings hurt. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I messed that one up. That's super ugly. Like I said, if I was you, I'd probably fast forward through this one. Try my best though, guys. Okay. And then you technically, if you understand that your answer is going to be broken up into hundreds, you really only need the top 3. And the reason you only need your top 3 is because you're only shading in, let's go back, I'm only shading in 3/10 going that direction. So this is where it's actually going to get a little bit trickier. So I'm going to shade in 3/10. This one. That's 1/10 in all the visuals. Now I'm going to do my second tenth in all the visuals, and my third tenth in all the visuals. Now if I go to this first box over here, I'll do it in a blue color so you can see it. I have 1, 2, 3 tenths rod shaded, so that's 0.3. I have 1, 2, 3 tenths rod shaded, so that's 0.3, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 tenths shaded. So if I add it up, 3 tenths plus 3 tenths plus 12 tenths, what would I get? Well, some people are going to make a mistake because they say 3 plus 3 plus 12 is what? 6, 8. They're just going to say it's 18, but that's way off. Remember, 3 tenths is the same as 30 hundredths because 3 dimes is equal to 30 pennies. So 30 plus 30 plus 30 plus 30 plus 12 is 0.72. So that's how you do it. I would invite you to take a screenshot of this so you kind of remember what the visuals are, how to set it up. I'll probably do a video about this similar concept later in the year because you'll probably be covering it later in the year. So thanks for watching, guys. Come back for more.